You need to see the beauty we're beholding in the studio right now. That's why you had this song, Do Care. Baby Goshen is in the studio. We'll tell you much more about him as the show goes on. Well, welcome to the show today, the 13th day in the month of March 2025. In the words of Lupita Nyong'o, natural hair is not a trend, it is a lifestyle. And with that, I want to welcome you to the Ebeano Show, the all ladies show. Today, I hope you're excited because we have lots and lots of interesting things packed for you. My name is Muturayo Emmanuel Udo, and I'm not here alone. I have with me Kenda, Queen Kenda. How are you? You like Queen? See how she blushed.
I was shocked.
You were shocked. Who is the Queen? Now you, babe. How are you today, darling?
I'm fine. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How is everything?
Everything is
fine. Are you ready for today's show?
Super ready.
Super ready. You heard that. You heard that, listeners. She's super ready. From wherever you're listening to us, please be ready, just as Kenda and I are ready. Today's theme is Hairvolution, embracing your natural hair with pride. I'll take that again. Hairvolution, embracing your natural hair with pride. Ladies, this theme is for you. Today on the Ebeano Show, like we usually do every second Thursday, we discuss topical issues that relate with women, issues that we need to talk about more often and enlighten people. So if you know that woman who is suffering from postpartum hair loss, you know that woman whose edges are receding to the skull, or you know that woman who is trying to transition from the chemically damaged hair to the natural, kinky, curly African, I say that word again, African woman hair. Please call them your nieces, your mother-in-laws, your aunties, your sisters, your boss at work. While working, you can still listen, or you're driving. Woman, please come around and let's do this show together. We will be right back after this commercial break. Please don't go away. You're welcome back to the show. You're welcome back to the Ebeano Show. Before we went on that short break, we talked about this theme of today's show, and that is hairvolution, embracing your natural hair with pride. And to weigh in our thoughts on this topic, we have an expert in the house. She will be talking to us about natural hair, all the things that you need to know about the African woman's natural hair. But before I introduce my guest, I'd like to read her profile. Christiana Badejo is the founder of Tressmane, a natural haircare brand dedicated to helping children and adults embrace healthy, natural hair. Passionate about luxurious chemical-free hair, she provides solutions for issues like hair damage, dandruff, receding hairlines, and stunted growth. With a growing customer base of over 500, Tressmane prides itself on effective products, customer education, and a money-back guarantee through Ayurvedic treatments and personalized care. Christiana ensures that achieving healthy natural hair is both seamless and rewarding. Ladies and gentlemen, drums roll. I present to you Christiana Badejo, popularly called What's your
Rapunzel?
No, Rapunzel. That's the word I remember.
What are you talking?
Look at the hair.
I
got evidence. You need to see the African. That's a natural hair,
like baby hair.
Now everybody is shocked in the studio. Like there's a real life Rapunzel in the studio. Those of you who've seen the Disney cartoon Tangled, you know what we mean when we say Rapunzel. Her hair is quite long. Hello, Christiana.
Hi.
How are you today? It's good to see you.
It's
been a long while I've seen you.
Yes.
It's so good to see you. I thank God.
Thank you.
So, Christiana.
Yes.
In few words, tell us about yourself.
Okay. So, I am Christiana, popularly called Rapunzel. So, people call me Tressmane.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I I don't want to bore you with school and all that.
yeah.
Yes, but what led me into hair is just the passion for hair. I love everything natural.
Okay.
As you can see, I have no makeup on and all that. So anything natural is just like my thought.
Okay.
I love the fact that if God could create us naturally without makeup, then there's a reason for that. So why the permit me to use this word low self-esteem, having to paint this and then do that. Yes, that's why I said permit me to use that word. While some people see it as fashion, to me it's not. I just love naturality. It doesn't negate the fact that those that are makeup are not beautiful. No, I love makeup when I see one. When you pierce your ears, when I see beautiful makeup, modest ones, come on, I will tell you, you look very beautiful. I love this. Nevertheless, this has been what has actually triggered my passion for hair.
I was going to ask, like, what inspired you to start Tressmane?
Yes.
I'll just dive right into it.
Okay, so what inspired me to start Tressmane was, like I said, my passion for hair and naturality. And then I over the years, I mean, dating back from secondary school.
Secondary school, okay.
The way I've handled my hair, my sisters, they're always very careful. Then back to university, I could use all my food money to buy hair products.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All
my food money. All my food money to buy hair
Did
products.
you hear that?
My friends will literally come into my room to get hair products. Yes, I was
plenty.
exactly, and I'm very particular about my hair. Before then, even when I go there to get products, I will always read ingredients.
Ingredients also.
It's actually called for me.
To your
Yes,
hair.
it was called for me. So subsequently, I started asking myself, I think I just need to put myself out there. I need to do this. I need to start a brand that is chemical free. And in as much as I'm starting my brand, I'm always carrying my community along, my WhatsApp community along, that this is the product I'm adding today. If I'm adding this protein, I'm telling them I'm adding this to this, I'm putting these herbs into this oil. If you do not read it, okay, this is what it is. Some people would not be able to read about it, so I will go online, tell them exactly, and then I'll share it on my WhatsApp status, so you will be knowledgeable about everything you are using on your hair. Because it is very important for you to know. And like the saying, knowledge is power.
Yes. Wow, that is so beautiful. That is so profound,
Yes.
Christiana. The reason I said that is that if you go to the hospital, they tell patients that it is expedient of you to ask the doctor, what kind of injection are you putting into my body, what kind of drip, what is the substance. So it's really important for you as a woman to know the active ingredients in the products that you apply to your hair, to your skin, the ones you ingest, anything that you put on your body. So that is really profound, and I'm very happy that we have an hair care line in Nigeria that is so truthful with what the active ingredients in their product. So that is really beautiful. The name of the hairline is Tressmane.
Tressmane, yes.
All right. So I have a second question for
Please
you,
go on.
Christiana. Like, in the early days of your business as a hair care person, what challenges did you face? Because I'm sure it wasn't easy for you.
No, it wasn't easy. If judging from the fact that I was an art student,
art.
I graduated with linguistics in Yoruba, for that matter.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So you know that diving into hair care products means I have to read and read and read and research and be knowledgeable first about what I'm giving to the public and carrying out the experiment on my hair. Now, my hair is not like every other person. I have a type 3 hair. So what actually fits for my hair can go for a baby's hair. It can work for a baby's hair. So if it can work for a baby's hair, it can work for a type 4 hair, which practically 90% of Nigerians or Africans.
I'm even going to ask you, what are the different kind of hair, but after that.
So one of the challenges is doubt. I doubted myself a lot at the beginning, because there are brands that have lots of names. Some of them, their products are working perfectly. They already have names, so many followers on social media. So I kept on asking myself, will I be able to even get there? And then sometimes when I make some products, and then we have oxidation, some of it erupts.
What is oxidation?
Okay, the act of probably heat erupting. The act of heat making a product erupt. The act of heat making a product erupt, and then it's spoiling a product.
Okay.
Maybe too much. Maybe I added in too much
ingredients.
Exactly, that I'm not supposed to put into it. But because I still do not know some measurements about some things, I'm not a science student. I don't know how to mix this and that to get me this solution. So I have lots of spoilage. And then products that will be wasted materials sometimes. But then the joy is that most of the times when I waste materials, the person that I go back to is the Holy Spirit, and I will tell him, you have to compensate me. And we cannot remove the God factor.
Yes.
I cannot remove the God factor. So once I tell him you have to compensate me, it's so amazing that before the end of that week, I'm not exaggerating, I will get a customer that will order over what I lost. So that's one of it. Doubt, and then not getting the right amount of product spillage and all that, and then leads to spoilage and all that. And another thing is the fact that sometimes it gets tiring. It gets tiring. Sometimes I get just one sales in a month.
Wow.
Yes, one sales in a month. And thankfully then I was still doing 9 to 5, but I was working from home. It was flexible. So salary was coming in now, so it was not really shaking me. Yes. Yes. But right now, when I no longer do 9 to 5, I have to just go back to the Holy Spirit. Now I'm your core responsibility. I cannot go back. I can't start asking money from brothers or whatever. I am your core responsibility, and I know that where he leads, he provides.
So Holy Ghost, do your do.
So as long as you were aware of this before I started it, and so you have to just come along with it. So that again is these 3 factors: doubt, spoilage, and
You cannot ask for urgent 2K.
Exactly. Those were my challenges. Those were my big
beautiful.
challenges.
That's beautiful. So I want to ask, the African woman's hair is very unique. The kinky, the curls, and everything. Now, what advice would you give to a woman who, because Aproko Doctor some weeks ago shared a video about the dangers of chemicals in the relaxer? The African woman, feels that they need to straighten their hair. They need to make their hair look in a certain way, different from the way God has created it. So a lot of people have been using relaxers over the years. What advice? And they're tired. They've seen the damage it's causing, and the damage is even worse than what it does to the hair. It causes cancer.
Yes.
No, the reports have shared that it causes cancer. So what advice would you give to a woman who's trying to transition from a damaged, chemical infested hair to the natural African hair God has given her?
Okay. Firstly, what they need to do is stop the use of all chemical products. Stop the use of all chemical products. Now, this now leads us to Ayurvedic.
Okay.
Because by the time they stop the use of all chemical products, of course, your hair will protest. The hair will protest, and it tells you what it does not want, becoming hard, coarse, and all that. So once it gets that, you bring in Ayurvedic.
Okay.
Which is ones that will soften your hair, ensures that.
What's Ayurvedic for those listening that do not know what Ayurvedic is?
Okay, Ayurvedics are herbals that was used in the ancient times. Yes, the likes of course, everybody's familiar with chebe powder. Yes, the likes of chebe powder. Yes, that was used by the women of Lake Chad. Yes, wow. And those were what they used as it worked perfectly. In fact, before the use of or the
advent,
the coming up of products, chemical products,
relaxers.
What women used were basically Ayurvedic.
Really?
Ayurveda, yes. Herbals. Because if I say to them I'm no longer using products and I want to rely on herbals, I am perfectly safe with my hair. Because it is chemical free, it is danger free. I mean, it is perfect for your hair.
And it still do the work, it will grow your
100%. And so I usually say product alone is not enough. If you think product alone is enough to give you that non-breakage, perfect, healthy hair, then you need to think again. It's never enough.
There's a process to it.
Yes, you need to infuse the use of Ayurveda. So for women that want to transition, first stop the use of chemical. Once you do that, infuse the Ayurveda, that's herbals, into your hair care routine. Then leave your hair. By itself, the chemical part will fall off. Now, if it does not fall off, you can trim it.
Okay.
Yes, for those ones that want the natural one or whatever, and then are impatient for it to fall off, you can trim it out in bits. So how do you trim it out? The lower part of your hair start coming out, and then those ones you start seeing how thick, coarse they are. Those ones are your natural hair. Those ones they start pulling it up, they start coming up, and the minute they keep coming up, they are pushing off the relaxed part of your hair. Exactly. So that's, and naturally those ones will fall off, leaving you with. Now this can take 2 years. It can take 3 years.
So that's where patience comes in.
Yes, because the same patience you use, the same strength you use in putting chemicals and all that.
Use that same strength to have patience.
Yes, you just have to have the patience. And at the end of the day, you will love it.
So much knowledge we are gaining on today's episode of the Ebeano Show. Kenda, you have a question for our guest, don't you?
Sure, I do.
All
I have
right, please
lots
go
of
ahead.
questions. Okay, so first of all, I appreciate natural hair care. I'm not a hair person. I care less about my hair. Even if I go bald today or it's not growing, I care less. But then again, I noticed something about your hair. Your hair is not a typical Nigerian woman's hair.
Okay.
Has it always been like that from birth?
Yes.
Okay, so sorry. I'm going to be a devil's advocate now.
Go on.
It is easy for you to advocate for hair care because of the nature of your hair.
Okay.
Some women struggle with very thick, uncombable hair.
Okay.
And for someone with your kind of hair, it is very easy for you to blossom into the I'm a hair care expert because God has given you what other people are craving for naturally.
Okay.
So, and I'm sure that your hair grows 3 times, if not 4 times, more than the average woman's hair.
Okay.
So, is that kind of your forte or your resting block to have said, okay, I am a hair care expert because God has given you everything that you already need?
Okay.
That's a question.
Yeah, first off, I love your makeup. You're swell. Okay, so I'm going to answer you straight up. Now, when I started my hair care brand, if you go through my profile on Instagram,
Okay.
I wrote mobile hair salon.
Okay.
So it therefore means I did not start because of my hair alone.
Okay.
Mobile hair salon, I have handled hair that are tougher. I have handled basically all my life in handling hair. I've handled more. In fact, I've handled type 4. I've never come across my kind of hair. I've handled type 4. Yes, I've handled type 4 all my life. So mobile hair salon, I go to their house. I treat most of the time. I tend to focus on children before their mothers damage their hair.
Okay.
We adults have actually damaged our hair so much, and then we can be very beautifully obdurate.
Okay.
Use that, you will still want to do what you want.
Sure.
However, for children, of course, everybody loves their child. So please, you need to handle my baby's hair with tenderness, with care and all that. So I handle children's hair. So there's a particular family that I handle their hair, and I started with their hair. I started others' hair. So for this particular family, the child has very long hair. They're on my profile. They're on my Instagram profile. Very long hair, full. When I started with them, it was breakage and all that. I'll go to their house, treat their hair. We had to coin out a routine. I'm still coming down to your question. We had to coin out a routine, and I go to their, this is your monthly routine. This is for this month. This is for that month. And so we started off together. Even with the 1-year-old child, we started, and up till now, I can tell you from 3 years ago that I've been handling their hair till now, we have had less breakage. We have never had history of dandruff so far.
Okay.
Or any scalp issues. Now, me diving into hair care products is not because of my hair, because I know that my hair is rare.
Yes.
And having that knowledge, of course, I cannot base my product on type 3 hair only. No.
Okay.
So I basically went into hair care because of type 4, knowing fully well that whatever works for my hair can work for a baby and a type 4 hair indefinitely.
And type 4 hair is the typical African woman.
Yes. So most of the time, no hair is actually tough to handle.
Okay.
It's your approach. No hair is tough to handle. I say again, it's your approach. I change my tools every 6 months.
Okay.
If anybody enters
What do you
into
mean by your tools?
my tools, like my hair care tools, my comb, my rat tail comb, my brush, and all those combs. Yeah. Now we have the tangling comb, we have rat tail comb, we have different sections of comb.
Okay.
Now, as much as your hair grows, your tools has to grow. Say for instance, your hair is 2 inches, you can still be using rat tail comb.
Okay.
If your hair grows to 6 inches, you can no longer use rat tail comb to comb your hair anymore. You have to move to a detangling comb.
Okay.
If your hair moves to like my kind of inches or longer, you need to find a big detangling comb, like a wooden one, which is what I use currently.
Okay.
Because in your brushing, in your handling of your hair, those tools are very vital to your length retention.
And breakage as
And
well.
breakage as well. Exactly. Yeah. So all these things are factors, basically, because I've seen how hairdressers handle hair, and it's really disheartening.
Annoying.
It's really heartbreaking. Like, come on now.
Drag your hair. Holy Ghost, save me.
And then that is what we call them hairdressers. They are not knowledgeable. I've gone to a stylist before with a rat tail comb, and I told her you cannot use the popular Ilaru for my hair. This is I go with my tools to any salon. My tools, my hair care, everything. So they use nothing for me of their tools. I gave her the tool, and she gave this frown. I did like I did not see her. I took it like, okay, maybe something just happening. And then when we commenced, first when they saw my hair, everybody commented, "Yo, it's so beautiful, it's so..." I smiled. I said thank you, because of course you know that. And everyone was like, you actually be trying, it's hard work, and then natural, it's natural hair. I did not say anything. Everybody had left. It was just me and her. She gave this funny look. When we started, I told her, this is how you do it. In fact, at the end of the day, she did nonsense. The lines in my hair was like zigzag. She literally did it with anger. And I noticed everything. And I never stepped there ever again.
In her mind, she was saying, you own too much.
Thank you.
You own too much.
Handle your hair by yourself.
Because even in the combing, even when she was combing it, I was just directing her. Because I'm going to pay you my money. I've done too much work on my hair for you to handle it carelessly. Come on, I would not take that. So I gave her the modus operandi of my hair. This is what you have to do. This is how you have to go with it. If you cannot bulge, let me take my leave.
Wow.
And then she did it upgradely because
Christiana,
there was no customer.
You won't blame her. Like you said, she's just an hairdresser. Exactly. And it seems apparently that you are much more knowledgeable than she is. Wow, Lagos, we are learning so much, so much, so much. Like I said at the beginning, if you have your sister who needs to listen to this show, your niece, your nephew, your mother-in-law, your boss at work, that woman with rough hair, you don't tell her to her face. Just invite her. Don't tell her to her face that your hair is one kind. Just invite her. Come and listen to the show, because we will be right back just after this commercial break. Please don't go away. Welcome back to the show. It's still the Ebeano Show today. Ladies, yes, I mentioned ladies, and you notice I didn't mention gentlemen. But then, as a gentleman, if you're interested in hair care, you need to sit down and listen to the show as well. Today, we've been sitting with Christiana Badejo, the founder of Tressmane, who has been talking to us about hair care. And right before the break, she was talking to us about the stages of hair care. You don't just, as your hair grows, there are things you need to improve on as well to accommodate the growth of the hair. Kenda, you have another question for Christiana.
Yes, okay, so I'm going back to newborns.
Okay.
So there is this myth, when you give birth to a child at probably 9 to 1 year old, you need to cut off their hair from birth so that their natural hair can begin to grow. I personally, I don't agree with that. Your hair is your hair, whether you are carrying it inside the womb
or not,
or on earth. But then again, I noticed that as the hair transitions into probably their growth, the texture changes. It's not that silky, soft texture it used to be from birth, that it becomes maybe after 1+. Do you understand? So I have a question about that. Then again, does it really mean that it affects, because the myth is that it will affect their scalp? You need to cut it off so that their scalp can get used to the fact that they are no longer living in the womb, inside that amniotic fluid. So is it true? Secondly, I experienced something with my daughter. I never cut her hair from birth because I didn't agree with that myth. But then again, I noticed that her scalp was really very soft. Any hairdresser that makes her hair and is
Hard.
tilting towards a little bit hard or maybe tight, there is breakage on her scalp. And it now forced us to cut her hair at a certain point because there was this really terrible blister on her scalp. So we had to cut off her hair. So I didn't believe in that myth, but then again, is it true? And how do you take care of a baby's hair from birth that you don't necessarily need to cut it? Because I still don't believe in it. They don't necessarily need to cut it, but you maintain it to the extent or to after child their birth that it's still that beautiful, silky, nourished hair, even if it's not the soft hair, but at least it's still healthy, that they continue with it afterwards.
I will begin from the latter.
Okay.
Okay. You cut your daughter's hair because he had blisters. Her scalp was too soft. First off, scalp softness has nothing to do with birth.
Okay.
Has nothing to do with infancy or whatever.
If you cut your hair
Yes.
from birth, okay?
Up until now, if I make any hairstyle, say there are kind of hairstyles that I have never made and I would never make. Ghana weaving, I don't do it.
Okay.
Braids that are too tight, anything too tight for my scalp, result to burls or my scalp reacting. In fact, I've had to cut my hair because of that. The hairdresser beat herself to it so hard. She was really mad at me. But there was no way I could do anything, because you made the hair today. The next day I woke up with so many balls all over my head, all over my scalp. There was no remedy. I had to just cut it off. So that has nothing to do with softness or with the scalp. When you cut her hair, permit me to ask you this question. When you cut her hair, did her scalp stop being soft? Was it hardened?
I don't know, because her hair is still growing out. I don't know if it's soft now, but it's still growing out.
And you've not made any
And she has not made her hair. And even up until now, she's still skeptical about making her hair.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, one thing is, if you want to make a child's hair, never make any tight hairstyles, because their scalp is very tender. Let's not use the word soft, very tender. And because it's tender, if anything, hairstyle is very tight for them, it just reacts to their scalp. Regardless of the fact that maybe she's 2 years, she's still a baby, she's still tender. Yes. So in making a baby's hairstyle, a child's hairstyle, you need to ensure that maybe it's just the type that you just put this, that small rubber, just ensure that it's actually very soft beneath, because either or not you make her hair is growing.
Sure.
Yes, because she has not gone through staying in the sun, UV rays and all that.
She's 5.
Nevertheless, yes, it can be as much as an adult.
Sure.
It can be as much as we adults have damaged our scalp with our parents that are not so knowledgeable with the way they handle our scalp, with the putting in of different products that
Christmas hair.
Exactly. For instance, if you have what's it called, dandruff, they'll put camphor and kerosene. All those times, those were myths. Yes, it happened then. They'll
Yes,
put,
now.
so imagine those damages. Then you cannot bring that to your child right now. It's not the same. So our scalp has not gone through anything harsh. And even the sun, it can be as much as your own scalp or we adult scalp has gone through.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
So
correct.
that myth of cutting baby's hair, I do not agree with it as well. So we are on the same boat.
Okay.
What I suggest basically is, in handling a child's hair, at first, because their scalp is very tender, of course you need to use the oil, whatever that the cousins, whatever. Then say 3, 4, 5 months, you can start. For my child, what I use for him is, as at now, I use leave-in conditioner
Okay.
for the strands, and sometimes now I'm beginning to spray his scalp with seeds that I DIY that I made myself,
Is
which
rosemary part of it?
yes, and then I put in a little bit of minty oil because of scalp infection.
Yes.
And because of, and as he is right now, he uses what's it called, silk pillowcase
Okay.
and silk
To maintain the moist.
because if you do not do that,
Cotton
it causes
dries up.
cradle cap.
Yes.
That is where cradle cap start from.
Yes.
So you must use what's it called, silk pillowcase
Pillowcase.
or silk air bonnet. He has his
Yes,
own bonnet.
yes.
So in order to avoid air falling off, because right now their scalp is very tender. So whatever you do, whatever you use, you must be very intentional with them.
Yes.
You must be very intense. I don't do too much. That's all I do. Rub it on it and that. And with that meat, I do not agree with it either. I can decide to keep the hair for a year without cutting. It does not stop me. It stops the hair from growing. If it was a girl, rest assured by now I would have been growing the hair. Yes. And it doesn't have anything to do. I would even be growing the hair myself. So in handling a child's hair, first, the stylist or the hairdresser that will be making it must be very careful. You cannot even leave them unsupervised. You must be there with them, because if you blink an eye,
Because they want to do.
Because they need to go and answer other customers in I cringe at some mothers that leave their child and you start doing braids and then the child will be crying. No, it can never be me. I wouldn't even take that.
We actually discussed the topic like that I think last year, during the Christmas frenzy, and then you see a woman making really painful hair, and the child is crying. The child is in pain. So really that's sort of a thing really happens.
And there's another that they have that they say that beauty is pain.
No.
For me, beauty is not pain.
Beauty is not pain.
Beauty that does not come with this. I'm not buying into it. Exactly. So I think they took that beauty is pain too seriously, too personal. So for
and it comes from models.
Yeah, exactly. And it's too much.
This is fantastic. It's been amazing. We'll go on a quick commercial break, and when we come back, the Ebeano Show will continue today with Christiana Badejo. Please don't go away.
Okay, so yes, some men take self-care very seriously. However, lots of African men do not take self-care serious. In fact, at all. They are all about waking up, going to their daily hustles, and then they are back. So long they are responsible, they can provide for the family. Or is it somebody that before he gets up from the bed and then he picks up his phone and check his phone, he has so many financial requests. Uncle, but grandma is sick in the village. This one is not doing this. Would he be the one to think about self-care? No way. It is only when, of course, there's enough cash flow. It's flowing in very well in millions. Yeah, thank you. He can then think of, okay, I've settled this bill, I've settled that bill. Let me think of myself a little bit. And even if they have to think of themselves, there has to be a woman that is inspiring, influencing it. Because these men, most of them are not even knowledgeable about their self-care. So sometimes you have to be the one to say, okay, honey, or whatever it is, come, let's go to this. Come for spa today. You need to go and get a massage today. Today we are doing pedicure. Today is this. And if they should try it and then they see that it's actually nice, some of them can start. However, some will tell you when I'm not gay. That's the truth. It's true. What do I need it for?
Most men do
So long you are the woman, you are looking good. That's all that matters.
Everybody will know that.
That's all that. Exactly. Once they see that you are looking good, they will see my money in your body. That's all that matters.
Hello.
You will see some Igbo men, they can wear palm, but when you see their wives, silencer. I mean, you will see their skin, their hair, everything is 10/10. Yes. So. But for some that really, really do want to try self-care, I feel it's actually very nice when you meet a man and then you touch his skin and it's very soft. I think it's a natural turn on. Come on. It's a natural turn on.
Like their white teeth.
Oh my God. And
healthy
then
gums.
Speck on speck. I mean, you would almost want to a little bit think about your salvation. Like, I'm not going to lose it. I'm still going to be in the race. I'm not going to lose it. And then when you now get him and then you now see Daddy Moshood with his tacky whatever. It is whatever.
What do you want to do? Wow, Christiana. Thank you.
So
I have one last question before we go, because time is really running fast. Now, the woman's body is very, very phenomenal.
Yeah.
A lot of women are going through postpartum hair loss. I need you to shed more light on this very quickly before we go, because it's a pain. A lot of people can't explain it. They're confused. They do not know what to do. Why is it that I'm losing my hair because I had a baby? Is this supposed to be a joyful moment for me? But then I'm losing something really important, an important part of me. Shed more light on it, please.
Okay, so this is a reality right now. We are all women.
Yes.
And one way or another, we all suffer from postpartum. It may not be hair, it may be your skin, it may be that your back is no longer straight, you can no longer bend very well. It may be that one part of your hand. Sometimes when
maybe
I even
anxiety, depression.
Exactly, you might not be able to think well again. Right. Sometimes when I read now, the way I assimilate is not the way I usually assimilate.
Thank you.
It's just it comes in different folds. Yes. It comes in different folds.
She had writer's block.
However, you see that hair. Look at my hair.
Wow.
Oh, this is reality.
That's what happened.
I'm going through mine.
So our scalp is receding. That's what she showed us now.
I'm going through mine currently. Wow. There's no need to fake it. Faking it is going to be like she's not going through it. No. We're all going through it.
Yes.
But I have tried to. I've decided to embrace it, and I'm working on it. I'm currently working on it so hard that this gua sha, this thing that they use to boost collagen on the skin.
Okay.
Yes. So for a woman that's suffering from postpartum hair loss, you may need to don't stress your head over it. Yes. Maybe when your baby is 6-8 months, things will start coming by.
Yes.
You start coming back little by
Even
little.
breastfeeding comes with a lot of
Exactly. So as at that time, you can get tools. Research about hair care brands that work,
Okay.
that you've seen evidence from. And then there's a Yoruba adage. I'm sorry, is anybody
No,
Yoruba
please
here?
go on.
That
This
says,
Ebeano Show.
Eniba ma dasho funi.
Tararela.
That's why
So
I
what
showed you
it
my
means is
own.
that what you're going to give to someone, you first check the giver.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I showed you mine. For you not to think that I'm perfect, my hair is perfect, I have a perfect 10/10 hair. No, nobody has it perfect. We are only just managing it. So you get a product that works. You get this. Peter, I did not bring it. This gua sha. I think I have it on my phone.
Okay.
Let me quickly find this so I can show you. We have this gua sha, and then you have that one, and then you very good brand that work.
Okay.
You use that to boost to scrub that particular part.
Like
Yes.
a roller, like a dema roller.
Thank you, this Dama roller. Thank you. Thank you.
Oyibo.
So use it to massage that
Who is
place.
this man?
To massage that place. It will be it will hurt a little bit, but not too much. Yes. Once you do that, I go ahead with spray. I spray it with my concussions.
That your DIY.
Yes, DIY. Yes.
Okay.
Rosemary, clove, and
Mint.
yes, and mint. I spray it, and then I have already scrubbed that part. Then I spray it, and then I massage it deep inside, and then I use the oil. What I'm doing right now, I've not even told my community yet. I'm just having a
Testing it
document
out.
of everything,
Okay.
so that by the time it grows, I'll not start showing them how I started it. Yes, so you can do that. However, even if that's not even enough,
Okay.
perhaps it might not come out.
Okay.
I need to go for my hair therapy.
Okay.
Hair
Yes.
therapy.
Yes,
Please,
that's from a tricologist. Have you heard of
Please.
trichologists before?
We have not.
Yes.
Tell us what it is.
Trichologists are scientifically proven people that have gone through lots of research, learnings, have gone through the school of hairs. Yes.
Okay.
And they are certified
Okay.
as trichologists, people that handle the scalp health,
Okay.
that deal with scalp health, receding line. This is not even about hair transplants now. No,
Okay.
they can grow it
Something
holistically.
Okay.
Yes.
Organically.
Yes. So you go to them, they will check your scalp health. I've done that before.
Okay.
Yes. And I found out that some part of my scalp, the follicles are dead.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cells are dead.
So sometimes you may think that product is not working, and then you've gotten buy this one product, buy that product, and then it clog into your pores. What you have to do is just go for the test first.
Okay.
Once you go for the test, it might cost you like 20,000 or 25,000 naira. Go for the test so you can know what next.
Yes.
You can know if to continue buying products or just rest and gather money, save up, and just go for the treatment.
Okay.
That kind of thing, oil can never solve it.
It's true.
And that's what I tell people when I say people with receding hairline. I'll tell them, if you use my Edges oil for first time, second and third, and there's no result, don't stop buying. Stop buying it. I won't sell to you again. I'll stop selling to you. Because I've gone for that test, I already know that products cannot work for this your hair.
Yes.
So don't go to another product. But if you don't believe me, go and buy another product. Keep buying
You have
and keep
money,
clogging your
you are
pores.
very blessed.
So in that case, if we do not lose edges or we do not lose whatever, we lose the hair itself, the strands.
Yes.
In that case, what I do during my own period was I invested majorly in herbals.
Okay.
So I did not really had much hair loss.
Okay.
In fact, I thought I never even had any hair loss at all. Until 4-5 months, I started seeing that my edges was going.
He said, "You will not escape. Come. Let
I'm
me show
telling
you.
you.
Just had the baby."
And then my loss was my hair loss was just very chunky, and I'm like, where is this coming from? But I treated. So for that, if a woman is pregnant, the best thing for her to do is start using herbals.
Okay.
Herbals that treat breakages, herbal that softens the hair, herbal that treats the scalp.
Okay.
Because if
you
care
don't
is
get you
not
unaware.
taken in that pregnancy, if you not take care of your hair, you will have dandruff.
Yes, sure.
Dandruff will graduate to lice. The minute it graduates to lies. Oh Lord Jesus.
Did you say
Have mercy.
dandruff graduating to lice?
Yes, it's spiral
Like-
to lies.
Lice will begin to grow out of your
Yes,
hair. I
yes.
thought it's transmitted. You have to have like probably an attachment or a connection
Maybe
or
someone
contact with
infected.
someone.
No. Sometimes it grows from your hair.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
If you totally do not quickly eradicate that dandruff.
Is this scientifically proven?
Yes.
We'll find this out.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
In
Time
fact-
they say flies when you're having fun. Sorry, Christiana. It's almost past. It's like past 10 o'clock right now, and we need to wrap up the show. So, Christiana, give us your last words. Before you give us the last word, I just have one final question. So you just wrap it up with what's your go-to hairstyle? Any day, anytime.
Okay.
Protective
And then give us
mini braids.
mini braids.
Yes.
Mini braids. All right.
Mini
All right,
braids.
yeah.
They are in 3 categories anyways. The hairstyles that grows hair faster.
Okay.
We have dread.
Okay.
But dread, when you want to loosen it, you have to cut it off.
Okay.
We have sister locks.
Okay.
When you want to loosen it, you have to cut it
Cut it
off.
off.
The next in that category is mini braids.
All right. So mini
Okay.
braids.
It
is
grows
your
hair
go-to.
like wildfire, like weed.
Like wildfire. Your social media handle for listeners who might want to contact you.
Tressmane on Instagram.
Okay.
TRESSMANE. Then on TikTok we have Tressmane as well, or you check for Rapunzel.
Okay.
RAPHUNZEL. Rapunzel. And then on Facebook we have Christiana Badejo.
All right. Thank you,
you very
Christiana. Any last words, Kenda?
Well, it's been beautiful talking about hair and natural looks. And for every woman out there, embrace your natural look, but don't think that the fact that you love makeup.
I need again to come back.
Enjoy your makeup and enjoy your natural
Christiana
look.
says enjoy your makeup.
Yeah,
Christiana
just
says
be
enjoy
you.
your makeup. It's been so educative and entertaining right here in the studio with Christiana Badejo. She's been weighing in her thoughts on the importance of natural hair and the routine to take to ensure that your hair grows. It's been an amazing show today. So I'm going to leave you with this word, that your natural hair is the ball gown you don't ever take off. Joe Robertson. My name is Muturayo Emmanuel Udot. We'll see you again next week. It's bye-bye from now.
Bye.